I know this is going to disappoint people, but there will be no rant today. I'm saving up all my pent-up anger and frustration for after double XP weekend, but there will be rants. Oh, motherfucker, the rants will be coming, and I have a big one scheduled for the next video because I'm pissed the fuck off already. However, last year for Black Ops 2, I decided the first commentary for the video would be start by praising the developer at least for some of the good things they did. So I figured, let me get these 2 minutes of praise out of the way, and then I could tear him a new asshole later. You know, I'm like an evil dictator who physically abuses his army. The beatings will continue until the morale improves in this motherfucker. Anyway, I do also have a few side notes to discuss before getting into Call of Duty. First of all, this is the last video before the end of the nominations for your favorite top 10 hipfire commentaries. The voting ends Sunday, so it's your last chance to bounce for videos to head into the finals at the end of this year. Second, new hipfire commentary challenges are going to be posted today, so if you visit the website sometime, you'll see a brand new set of challenges that'll be rolled out along with the final nominations for the hipfire commentary finalists, so go check those shits out. And finally, since I did a little cleaning on my friends list, it's first come, first serve. I'm looking for people interested in playing squads mode mainly. And a big reason for that is just how shit works with gaming. Now, please keep this in mind. I have 16,000 subscribers and only 100 friends on my list. I have a shitload of friends already on the list, and maybe we'll have 10 open spaces before I hit max capacity again. And even if you're on my list, I can only play with a party of 5 people at any given time in Call of Duty, and that will mainly be the people that I've been playing with for the past 6 fucking years. So don't annoy me with messages and invites, because I will quickly add another space by deleting your ass if you annoy me. Now, on to Ghost, and I'll just say this right from the start. This game is not great, and it's not horrible. It's somewhere in between mediocre and average, so for those who are saying it's the worst game ever, you're exaggerating. And those who say it's the greatest game since sliced bread, they're also exaggerating. It's not a copy and paste as much as people will say it is, and I'll talk about that in a few minutes, but it's nothing groundbreaking either. It's merely just another Call of Duty game. Now, I've spent the week getting reacquainted with the game, you know, mostly in squad modes and shit like that, because I feel rusty as shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. Of course, muscle memory remembers the controls and everything, but my aim is way the fuck off right now. So it's been tough trying to get readjusted after spending 22 months away from this sumbitch, so that's why I've been playing squads modes mainly in the first week. Now, I don't have the time to go into the detail of each item that I don't like, so I'm just gonna keep this brief and simple. I have rants coming up on all these topics, including the map sizes, the SATCOM, ranking up, missing challenges on the old generation console, and the fucking guard dog, that Lassie motherfucker that keeps killing me and shit like that, game modes, the environment, the color of the background, and whatever else pisses me the fuck off during this double XP weekend and shit like that. Now, as for what I like, there are actually a few things that I will say are decent. For starters, on Monday, I predicted this game would be horrible and the connection was going to be a piece of shit. Surprisingly, I've had very few issues with the connection. Sure, lag still exists. There have been some massive lag spikes during the game, but it's playable. It's not perfect, but I can't complain too much about the connection as it's been pretty fair, at least to me. This shit is kind of scary that I'm not complaining about the connection being bullshit. Think about it. 2 years ago with Modern Warfare 3, I was ready to put that motherfucker through a wall. So this is obviously an improvement that Infinity Ward has made in 2 years. I can't say the same about PC. I know PC's had a lot of complaints about all the bullshit that Infinity Ward is putting through, but at least for the PlayStation 3, they've actually improved on what they did on Modern Warfare 3. PC, I don't know what to tell you other than get a console. Just hack your shit. What the fuck can I tell you, man? Anyway, build a class has a shitload of options, although it's pretty fucking stupid that you can only select one soldier at a time and you have 3 loadouts. At most, you can have 6. So yes, we have a total of 60 loadouts, but you only have access to 6 in any given game. Either way, the amount of ways you can create a soldier, from the perk system to the weapons to the looks of the motherfucker, the modified pick 10 system, it's all excellent. You know, they really picked up on the best part of Black Ops 2, which was the pick 10 system, and they improved on it. So you will give Infinity Ward some credit for that. I like how squad points allow you the ability to unlock whatever shit you want. You know, something may be unlocked until like level 50 or 60 is usually the perks and shit like that, but you have the ability to unlock it immediately if you save up enough squad points. They charge you more, so people can go out and get cheap shit to use, but you know what? You can't complain about there not being a counter for shit, because you could just go out and buy the counter to whatever cheap shit people have used. You know, of course, cheap players are going to unlock the cheap shit first, but that doesn't mean you can't either, and it doesn't mean you can't go out and buy the counter to that motherfucker. Cranked is fun as fuck, but holy shit does it need a small map. You know, I like the idea that it makes people run around like a goddamn madman trying to find someone before taking a death and shit like that, so that idea is great. And it definitely prevents people from taking the highest kill streaks, you know, probably due to that 30-second timer in this motherfucker. But anyway, that leads me to my very next point. There isn't countless flying fucking objects in the sky. Oh man, the big biggest problem people had with Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 was the amount of shit flying in the sky. Now it's completely limited. The game took the emphasis off the shit in the sky and to put the fighting where it belongs, back on the ground. I do miss my AC-130, I can't lie about that. But the result of moving something like that has improved the ground game dramatically. The final change is the one that people are over-exaggerating the most on. Ghost has pretty much distanced itself from the entire Modern Warfare series, almost entirely. It's virtually impossible to call this a copy and paste job online. You know, the campaign's another story and you guys have seen the videos on that bullshit. But just look at the peripherals of the game. Look at the scoreboard. Look at the kill feed. All changed. You know, it resembles very little for the Modern Warfare series. You know, changes like the radar on the screen, to the built-in bullet indicator, to the positioning of the scoreboard, you know, at the top, and where you press select and the entire screen shows the scoreboard and shit like that. All of that is gone, replaced with something different. Even the in-game content like guns. Gone are the M4s, the ACRs, the SCARs, the AK-47s, although there is an AK in the game. I believe it's the AK-12, whatever the fuck it is. But anyway, 50 cal sniper, all gone. Now we have honey badgers and chainsaws and shit like that. The AC-130, like I mentioned, that's completely gone. Shit, even the traditional UAV is gone. Replaced by this SATCOM bullshit that I don't quite understand. Somebody's got to explain that bullshit to me, man. I put that motherfucker down. Sometimes I see people, sometimes I don't. Sometimes they have a full circle around. Sometimes it's like a color. Oh, fuck all that shit. We'll get into that in a goddamn rant because I can't stand that bullshit. But anyway, the bones of Call of Duty at least remain. You know, perks like Marathon, Sleight of Hand, they return. You know, you hear that, Treyarch? Sleight of Hand is a perk, motherfucker. It's not a gun attachment, you dipshits. So Infinity Ward got that part of this motherfucker right. But anyway, things that show you this is still a Call of Duty game are still included. It's still the same engine, obviously, so the movements are smooth, the speed is still there, it's not heavy like Killzone used to be, and it still maintains that arcade level of quickness with the controls and shit like that. You know, they've also carried over some of the problems from before, you know, like these fucking one-bullet deaths where as soon as a motherfucker sees you, you're dead and shit like that. You know, the unexplained shooting deaths where you put 4 bullets into someone, but they kill you with 2 and all that crap. All that shit still exists, so you know you're still playing Call of Duty. But anyway, overall, this game is not great. It's far from it. But I see improvements from at least Modern Warfare 3. It's not the best Call of Duty to date, and it's also not the worst. So it falls somewhere in the middle of all the games that at least I've played. That's certainly not going to stop me from ranting on this motherfucker. Oh, hell no, because at this point, once this video ends, the rants will begin. Next video, I'm going to start airing out my gripes with this motherfucker because I have a shitload to talk about with the map size up in this bitch. And y'all definitely going to want to hear my rant on the maps up in this motherfucker. Anyway, as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. And yes, I'm back to playing Call of Duty as much as I don't want to play this motherfucker.